Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, awesome. Woo. Ah,
Look who it is.
Puppy.
It's friendly.
It's Friendly the baby.
there's the baby.
And she's a baby.
Scott, can I ask, if it's not rude, can I ask a personal question?
What's
How
that?
much does Friendly weigh?
She weighs about 3.5 pounds.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
And she's like a big old jug of milk.
Newborn babies weigh more than that.
Right.
Yep.
She's about as big as she's gonna get. Isn't that right, JoJo?
Mhm.
She's all grown up, huh?
Ooh.
You know what?
She has the most perfect little head, too.
I wasn't gonna tell you yet, but guess what?
What?
Friendly might have a boyfriend.
Huh?
Ooh.
I was at
What do
a
you mean?
Yeah, I was at a park and I was playing with Friendly, and this lady came up to me and she said she had a Chihuahua, but her other 2 dogs pick on the little dog. And so she said, I watched you with your dog and I wanted to know if you would take this other dog. And so she gave me a
Oh.
Chihuahua, and so Chihuahua is at Charlie Brown's house right now.
Wait,
We
you're cutting out. What? What'd you say?
The Chihuahua's at Charlie Brown's house. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't have a dog here that's not potty trained, and he need a dog anyways. But you know, they can see each other. Who knows? Maybe we should have puppies one day. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool, huh, Friendly?
Uh-huh.
But what you been doing today, Genesis?
Not much. Just doing homework.
Just homework? Do you want help? Can I help you with something?
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got.
I'm working on a computer. I've got a devotion that my teacher's gonna say.
Oh, what's that? Do you want to share it?
Okay. Good morning, second grade. As always, let's start our morning together with a little devotion. Hey, Mom, I have chapel today called Lindsay. I need an offering. I'm getting ready for work. Called Mom. Get $1 out of my purse. Will you use that? Lindsay searched until she found her mom's purse. She opened it. There seemed to be a lot of money. She took $1 and set the purse. She put the $1 in her backpack. Lindsay grabbed her lunch bag and looked inside. Just a sandwich, carrots, and some applesauce. Veronica gets a candy bar with her lunch. Mom never lets me have that. Lindsay started thinking she could buy some candy for herself if she had some money, but she spent her allowance. She thought about the money in her mom's purse. Her mom would never know if she took more change. Lindsay tiptoed back to the living room. She opened her mom's purse and took 3 quarters. Then she walked back into the kitchen and grabbed her backpack. Mom, my ride is here. See you later. Okay, honey, have a good day. Remember, I love you. Lindsay got to school and went to chapel. She heard a message about Jesus' love and forgiveness. Feeling guilty, she put the $1 in the offering. But by lunchtime, she felt even worse. She didn't want her sandwich. She didn't even want the candy that Veronica wanted to give her. She wanted to talk to her mom. Finally, the school day was over and Mom picked her up. As they got into the car, Lindsay said, Mom, I have something to tell you. I did something wrong. Please forgive me. I stole some quarters out of your purse for a candy bar. Have you ever felt guilty like Lindsay? Have you felt guilty because you have sinned? When we feel guilty, God is at work helping us to repent and ask for forgiveness. He is always ready and willing to forgive our sins for Jesus' sake. Let's pray.
Oh, she doesn't pray? I was waiting for the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if I can pull up the prayer.
Okay, you can pull it up. So she couldn't have no she couldn't have no wham zoom zoom. She could have no candy, huh? In her purse.
Dear Lord, please
in her
forgive
lunchbox.
me when I sin. Help me live as your child, ready and willing to forgive our sins for Jesus' sake. Let's pray. You want to hear a prayer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dear Lord, please forgive me when I sin. Help me live as your child, and thank you for your never-ending love. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Have a great day, second grade.
So she couldn't have no candy bars. She was like Piper, huh?
Mhm.
Everybody doesn't get candy in their lunch. Genesis, do you ever take a cold lunch on your mom's weeks? You ever take a cold lunch to school?
No.
No. Always get a
usually-
hot lunch.
Yeah, I usually get a hot lunch.
That's good. That's good. You've been trying a lot of different stuff though. What's your favorite thing that you tried that you didn't try until just this year?
Well, I did try it last year, but I really like the chicken patties.
Mm.
I wasn't gonna eat that until probably in the middle of first grade. The first time I tried hot lunch.
What's something you're gonna try next year that you didn't try yet this year?
I'm probably gonna give the the little. It's kind of like a burger, but it doesn't have like meat inside. It's like a bun with mashed potatoes and then cheese on top with another bun. Which I like mashed potatoes, but I don't really like the cheese on it.
Mashed potatoes and cheese with a bun.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of carbo.
Is there like man, was it like ham or bologna or something in there? What, are you talking about the flying saucer things they make at your
Yeah,
school?
flying saucers.
I think there's some meat in there too. I don't know. I think it has like a piece of fried bologna, then a scoop of potatoes, and then the cheese.
Maybe a sausage or like bacon.
There's something. I can't remember what it was. There was something in there. And that's it doesn't sound good. To you, does
I
it?
have never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. The school lunches get worse and worse every year. That's why I go and eat lunch with Genesis every week. That way I can make sure that if there is a lunch that she says, "Oh, Dad, this stuff is really nasty and this and that," I don't want to be like, "Oh, you being picky," and tell my daughter something if I wouldn't eat it myself. So I come up there and I eat lunch. And let
that's fair.
Yeah, I tell the kids too. You should make your dad come eat lunch, man. You know, make sure he sees what
That
you're
was always
eating.
a special thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because school lunch definitely gets different. Like, it's different than when we was kids. It's not the same.
Right.
You know, Genesis, this is an important weekend for you as a Christian because what is today?
Today's Friday.
Yeah.
But in a couple in 2 days it's gonna be Easter.
Yep. Easter Sunday. How do you celebrate Easter Sunday usually?
Usually, a lot of times I like to do Easter hunts.
Oh, the Easter egg hunts?
I remember one year I was with my dad on Easter and we went up to Texas and they had an Easter egg hunt
Ooh, fun.
and
At Parkwood, at my grandpa's retirement home. Yeah, at the retirement home.
Oh,
yeah.
And so the old people, older folks was watching her run around, and there was like, kids inspire older people. So it was
Yeah.
really cool to watch.
Mhm.
Every time she goes up
That's
there, she
cool.
makes me feel real like young again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And older
yep.
people can inspire kids because
Yeah.
older people, they tell them stories and play games with them and just listen to them.
Yeah,
Also, animals.
she liked
Mhm.
the retirement home, and she's like,
Mhm.
we go up to the clubhouse to eat lunch or something up there. She
Mhm.
hang out once we're done eating. She wants to hang out and just socialize. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Play bingo.
Yeah, not a lot of kids are like cool like
Get
that. She's versatile.
spoiled.
You know what I mean? She's real versatile.
Oh yeah.
That's right, huh, Genesis? You talk to all kinds of people, huh? You just like people. Yeah. You're a
Mhm. How do you
sweetheart.
like to decorate your eggs, Genesis?
I don't really know. I just really like to dye. That's probably the funnest part.
You just like to dye them
Yeah.
when you dip them in there and just, yep.
I remember with my grandma, I don't remember if it was last year, maybe.
Yeah, it was last year. You
Yeah,
guys, you guys
year.
make eggs every year though.
Yeah, last year I was with my grandma and I made these eggs and she got this new kind. I think I might have done it before, but it was where we have the holders, but besides the holders for the eggs to dry on, we also had these. They're like holders, but they have like little flowers on them, and we wrapped those around the eggs too.
Oh, cool.
I can tell that it's still warm outside because grandma's outside playing with Friendly.
Oh,
Grandma,
oh, how nice.
Grandma,
Genesis, how are you doing?
good.
What are you doing these days since you can't go to school? You still learning some math?
She just
Yeah,
had her devotion for us.
right now I'm learning on a computer.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Mhm.
Come inside or
Yep.
no?
Come on, friendly.
Come on, Friendly.
Look, Bobby.
I just don't want to try and balance the computer with my hand like that.
Yeah, you don't want that to go splat.
Definitely not, because that's how Grandma is working remotely.
Genesis, man.
Exactly.
Presents. If my daughter ever come and open her presents up.
So tell me what your computer is having you learn in math.
This is my mother.
Mom,
This is
Hi.
wait,
Catherine. This is
Hi.
Fawn.
Hi.
This is Genesis.
Hi.
Yeah.
right now we're working on times.
Uh-huh.
Right now we're working on times tens, and we're doing it on computer. And in my second packet of schoolwork, she had us doing paper stuff. So I have my paper stuff too.
Okay.
Did they mail you guys your packets, Genesis, or do you have to go pick them up?
We have to go pick them up.
Okay.
Well, one thing that, do you remember that book that your dad got for you, Genesis?
Yeah, the
You remember?
timetable book.
Yeah, that was a cool book.
Have you looked at that yet, Grandma?
Yeah, I saw you holding it.
pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
This one.
What do you got there?
Yes, my how to speak dog book.
Ah.
I've got a whole bunch
The
of
dog
books.
lover. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, JoJo, do you know what else you got, man? You know, whenever you can, you need to get your Easter basket. How do I get her Easter basket?
You know, that's something we could talk about with Amy.
Amy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can email Amy and if you want, you can. I think she, because it's a holiday weekend, I'm not sure. Let me double check.
They are there today.
She used to collect these things. And I used to tell her she was silly, the hand sanitizers.
Oh.
Yes.
She's the only one in Nebraska that has hand sanitizer now.
Mhm.
For instance, you have
That's so funny.
5 bottles
Wow.
for you.
What are the different smells that Genesis has?
This one is pumpkin spice. And these are I think generic, but this one comes in a UNMC swag holder or whatever you want to call it.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
when we work
Very
it, like,
official.
yeah, if we do like a community event, like I did one last year with Red Cross where there was
They pass them out.
and set up
Mhm.
down there at UNO, and
Yep.
there were like different community resources, and everybody set up a stand. So during lunch, I went around and I hit everybody's little table, and I got Genesis all these little pencils and all the little, all the little stuff to collect.
Mhm.
But she,
I
grabbed-
love getting pens. As many pens as you can get.
yeah, I found some hypercolor pencils the other day.
Ooh.
Pretty cool, like pencils that when you touch them, they change colors. They're body heat activated.
Oh, that is so cool.
This is a pretty cool book, Genesis. Being a math teacher, I just might have to borrow it from you sometimes. Would you loan it to me? Not so sure, huh? I'd give it back.
What you doing, Genesis? You gonna sing us a song today?
Ooh.
No, not so much. On the spot. You sang really good yesterday. That's why I didn't want to interrupt you. I kind of wanted to jump in and sing with you, but you did so good. I didn't want to mess it up.
Do you guys like to sing together usually?
Yeah. Yeah, we like to sing more in church.
In the car.
What?
In the car.
Usually in the car.
Car when we're driving. We sing
She
all-
entertains
Good
us, I
time.
think.
Jojo, what are you doing right now, baby?
Are you looking for a song?
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Well, you got a whole computer? Is that a computer or is it?
Look me in my eyes and try to feel my pain. You know how it feels to be left out of the rain. Each and every day there's someone judging me. Worry about my life and how I live in these streets. Every day I wake
Where'd
up,
you get Tom McGee?
this pain was texted like elevator. But no one really wants to hear my story. Why am I
That's pretty
Yay,
cool, man.
good
How'd you
job.
do that? Where you on YouTube right now? Where do you find music at? You're only 8. You're not supposed to know how to work the computer like that.
Sure.
Crazy.
This is my generation.
Born that way.
Yeah.
Jojo,
What books have you been reading?
have you been working on your word sets at all? Do you remember your numbers?
Huh?
You remember your numbers?
We lost it.
Count to 5.
Huh?
Count to 5 in Lakota. Count to 5 in Spanish.
Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, in Lakota.
And that was 6, not just 5.
Lakota.
It's hard. What did you type in to get that? I haven't looked in a long time.
Knows how to use the computer.
See?
How about in French?
Oh, Genesis, I don't know.
Did you learn them in French?
I'm not ready for you to be on the internet already. I was gonna get her a phone. She got a track phone card with minutes on it for Christmas, and we was letting her pick out her own phone. And while she was in the process of picking the phone, everything happened. So she hasn't really gotten the phone yet, but I was gonna get her a phone with no internet and just text and phone calls. And then she could carry it with her, both houses or whatever. And, you know, she got access to whoever she want to have access to. So that was kind of the idea behind that. But I didn't want her to have the internet. And I told her, I said, I'm going to get you unlimited minutes. And I had a buddy, he said, oh man, if it was me, he said, my kid could only call me. I said, no. I said, she call anybody she wants. It's for her to have access, you know, to people. But the minutes can be unlimited for like phone calls and text, but I wouldn't want to give her minutes, you know, if she was going to have an internet. I don't feel that it's essential for kids to have internet.
Well,
I mean,
well,
for
it's
schoolwork.
not without supervision.
Yeah. And for schoolwork, it's cool. For
Mhm.
schoolwork, it's cool. I just don't want her to be sucked into the internet all day. I didn't used to let her play video games. She just had about a month or two, well, not a month or two ago, but a month or two before all this. So, like, yeah, probably the very beginning of the year, I took her to my buddy house, and he has Dragon Ball Z, and he let her play the game. And now she's like, she made a character, and she's like, oh, I'm at level 4 on the story mode. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? You know, because I ain't never let her
Pretty
play.
advanced.
Yeah. Well, now she's just like, I don't know. I guess once they pick them up and they start playing them, they don't want to stop playing them. So.
Well, you know, now that you mentioned Dragon Ball Z, I don't know if you like anime, but you may get a kick out of this. There's an anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
It's about you.
It is. Yeah, it's amusing.
It sounds-
But it's a boy JoJo though.
JoJo, do you still play video games or did you kind of quit? Do you remember how to play dominoes, folks? We played dominoes, her first domino game. January, oh God, I want to say it was the 13th. And I beat her her second game, but her first game, she beat her friend.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she's like a quick study, you know what I mean? She picks things up real fast.
You'll probably pick up Mahjong and all that good stuff.
I don't know how to play that. Somebody have to show me.
Like, I think you have to, like, it's a lot like dominoes, I guess, in that you have to match the ends, like the different, like what's on the, like on the dominoes, you match the ones. Like, that's what I'm playing. It's hard to explain.
It keeps falling down.
Yeah, I play.
What you got, Genesis?
Huh?
What you got, Genesis? What'd you say?
I said it keeps falling down.
Oh,
Is it a
okay,
laptop, folks?
yeah.
Is that a tablet or is it a laptop?
Tablet.
Okay, yeah, be careful.
I mean, not tablet, it's a phone.
Oh, okay.
Don't drop your mom's phone. So, yeah, I'm good at dominoes, spades, and chess. And they have me playing euchre a lot. Because
What is that?
We would prefer to play euchre with him than
She
spades
said, "What's
because
that?"
he wins every time he plays spades.
What is
But
euchre? Where does?
sometimes
But do you know where it came from?
from the Midwest,
Like culturally, is
I
it?
don't-
What is euchre?
Is that I
Ohio.
can't
and-
Euchre is like spades, JoJo, with like 6 cards, right?
Wow, traditional euchre is 5 cards.
5 cards.
Right.
But it's like spades or bid whiz.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been trying it. A couple of days ago I started playing this game called Sequence.
Oh.
I like that game.
I got a good game for you. It's called Milborn. It's a card game where you're in a car and you're trying to drive across the country. And every time you pull a card, it'll tell you how many more miles you can go or you get an upgrade. Remember that?
Yep, I do.
There's
Mhm.
a lot of games.
To play
Speaking of
flat
games.
tires on people.
You got this sitting over here.
Ooh, cool.
Your Easter basket is behind me. So I just keep grabbing things out of it. Like, you know, you need to come get this. Take this, take that. But remember, have you ever played this?
Uh-huh. Hangman is pretty hard. Well, it's kind of easy, but
Name
just
all
have
the games that you can play on a napkin at or IHOP.
What's your favorite?
Name some
one?
games.
I like the dot one where
That's
we
your-
would draw dots.
Mhm.
And tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really think of
Wait a minute.
many.
Did you tell them how you drive Mario Kart?
Oh, cool.
Tell them how you do it.
I try with my feet sometimes.
Do you try or do you drive?
I drive.
You do drive. She drives like she's in the NASCAR or something. She beats me with her feet.
I put my feet up and drive the car wheel on Mario Kart with my feet.
And she's really good.
That's
I'm
awesome.
trying to find it. Every time I look on my phone and my memories come up, I say, "Oh man!" I say they're always Genesis. So I'm always seeing like different pictures and videos of you doing stuff. Like there you go at church.
Oh, got the Snapchat. So I just got something pop up on my phone saying that our next meeting is not going to be capped at 40 minutes. So I guess I just wanted to say they're saying that now Zoom meetings can only be 40 minutes. So at each time. So what we could do is that if we get signed out, we could just re-sign back in. We'll have to get like another meeting code and another password and everything. But we
All I'm saying
can,
is she has like an account for, I don't know, is like
It's an
paid accounts
educator's,
different?
it's an educator's account, and they've, you know,
oh,
a free version of it, but because
So it just
of
like
the
signs
pandemic,
on.
they upgraded them all to unlimited.
okay.
So she could
Yeah, I
still
mean,
do
I
it.
know I get unlimited meetings, and this is the first time I've heard of like a 40-minute cap though on
Oh yeah,
sessions.
because the last one they didn't do that to us.
I was gonna say,
No, it was more, it was 2 hours. So I'm wondering if maybe we could switch to Skype. And Amy's out of the office, but we're gonna figure something out, Genesis. So just enjoy your meeting with your grandma.
And your dad.
Genesis.
and
Who
here,
could that be?
And the dogger.
and a doggy. Who was that doggy over there?
That
Janice?
dog was named Albie.
It's named
Albie.
Albie. Like I'll be coming around the mountain.
Albie.
Oh.
How long you had that one?
Oh,
Yeah. Probably probably before, right? Probably the first time I saw him, probably first time I ever saw him was probably the beginning of the week where before I stopped seeing him. So I've probably had him all this time that I haven't been seeing.
It's good. It's a comfort dog. It's like Katie.
oh,
It keep you
Except the dog that pees everywhere.
Katie is famous. Jeez.
Yeah, she.
comfy. Yeah, Katie, the comfort dog. Genesis, I
Yeah.
feel your little comfort.
I used to every time I would see Katie, they would give me a card, and I would get like a stack of Katie cards this big.
Oh.
Yeah, at the end of the year, I'd probably have a stack of Katie cards. This, please stop falling, phone. Probably this big. At the end of the year, I'd have a stack of Katie cards probably this big. But I had so many that I couldn't get any more.
Wow.
But they still but I'm still getting them, but I'm not getting them right now because I'm not really ever going to school and going inside the office. But
Mhm.
inside the office is this big stack, and I won't be stacking up on them that much anymore. But I'll like get one or two.
Tell them about the other dog, the other comfort dog that you guys met. Remember the? I don't remember where you were. Do you remember?
I think it was St. Louis, maybe. I think.
Mm.
Oh, she didn't meet the dog,
She
but
went to the dog's home church, and the
Oh,
dog
okay.
wasn't there, so they sent her.
So they sent her a stuffed dog.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah. What was the dog's name? I don't remember.
Tabby.
Oh, Tammy.
Was Tabby the one that's Katie's sister or something like that?
Mm.
Genesis knows how all the dogs are related. 'Cause
Well, not
You
all.
like the family tree.
she was gonna work for him too. We was in Chicago and they were asking if we could volunteer for a group that takes animals to go see veterans in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And they was asking if we could do that, and I said, we're not local, so we really can't. But I told her to get involved in doing something like that locally, and she said she wants to work for the Comfort Dogs. So
Cool.
Be awesome.
They're so cute and cool, and it's just sometimes I can't take it.
Yeah.
Genesis, if you could be anything right now, what would you do? If you could go to work right now and then have a job and start doing stuff.
It probably wouldn't really be a job, but what I'd want to do, well, if I could do anything right now, but I'll first answer the job question. That'd probably be a comfort dog.
You would be a comfort dog.
It'd be I can't think. I'd be helping a comfort dog.
Yeah,
And
training.
and I'd probably be a vet.
Nice.
You would be. Yeah.
Told you.
For little animals or big animals? Or all animals?
All.
All of them.
You know what, JoJo?
Huh?
I think I got you a place where you might can intern. You know,
Ooh.
What do you mean?
you know what intern is?
No, but
It means that you could go and you could work on site at a zoo, and they're not gonna let you work all day, like 4 hours. You wouldn't get paid. You just come and you will see how it works.
Learn.
It's like an apprenticeship. If you really wanted to, work at a zoo when you get older, it's to give you.
Mm.
She's gonna fall over.
it's so cool.
I say those eyes got awfully big, Genesis.
Yes, they did.
I kind of think this. Well, big animals are cute, like tigers. They're. But I kind of think the smaller, the cuter. The smaller you get, I mean, like a rat or a mouse, those don't really look that cute.
Like,
But
she likes bats.
Yeah, no.
We go.
Mice are
Doesn't.
We go
I
to.
said rat.
We go to
nice.
Omar Henry Dorley, and we go in there at like right before 5 when they close off all the buildings, and then they just keep working everybody else through the exit, and me and Genesis go through, and once they see that there's no people in there, all the animals get real active, so the bats are flying all through, and they'll attack you and stuff if you're not careful,
Ooh.
because they don't know what you're doing in there. They're like,
Yeah, that's why my grandma, she doesn't really like to go there.
Nope. Nope.
Grandma's
I can do
scared of
without,
bats.
I can do without bats in my life. Yes,
she's
ma'am.
scared of bats.
Well, what do you know what bats do to help the ecosystem, Genesis? To
Yeah.
help the environment? They
Guano, right?
well, they eat. Well, no, that's the poop. But what they do is they through their poop. This is gross, but they spread seeds, so they help pollinate, and also they eat all the annoying insects, so they help keep mosquito populations down.
So that's the only reason I tolerate them at all in the world.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes. Yeah.
The day you were born, Genesis, the day you were born, there were bats. I went to Papados, and I came out the restaurant to head back to the hospital because I got the call that you was coming, and I looked up in the sky, and there were so many bats that I could barely
Wow.
see the sky.
When you say that to me, I feel like you're thinking in your mind, my baby is gonna become a bat or like bats.
Mhm.
Bats are announcing your birth. I
It's
don't
like
know.
Batman.
Batman.
I'm a bat girl.
Yes, you
Yep.
So what all did you do today for school then?
I've done some religion and reading. Don't really have that much done, and I'm not really getting that much to do.
Would you study in religion?
Huh?
Would you study in religion?
Religion is where you do Bible, so I'm really just hearing stories about Naomi and stuff.
Ooh.
So do you know what today is? Speaking of
Today is Friday.
Good
yeah, it's Good Friday, right?
Mhm.
Work on your numbers.
I think Dad still wants you to come up with the Lakota numbers. Oh, there's
there's Alfie.
doggy. Friendly, look at the doggy in the picture. Who's kissing?
Are we going to be able to go an
dog.
hour,
Let me see.
Kathy, or is it going to shut us down?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It said that the free, but I don't understand why it suddenly changed after.
Right. I'm just
other-
saying we might want to prepare in case it does shut us down.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it does shut us down, who wants to start the new meeting? Should it be you or me, Fawn?
Genesis.
It doesn't matter to me. But
Okay.
are we going to start another meeting for 15 minutes?
That's fine. I mean, yeah.
Okay. That's fine by me. I mean, or yeah, because that way Genesis gets full time, the full hour with with her dad or grandma.
Okay, so Genesis, if it shuts us down, we'll get connected again, okay? It might take a little bit. Okay?
Aw.
So if it
Mhm.
shuts down, just be patient.
Yeah.
I'm watching the clock. We started, what time did we start? Did anyone pay attention? I'm
What
sometimes
time
not
did you start? Like, when
best.
I got on
With
there?
Genesis?
Yeah.
It was,
I,
well, hold on, because I should have like a running queue on here. No, I don't.
was it like
Mm.
4:15 or around there?
I think so.
Okay. Let me see.
How'd you do that?
How to do
Um,
it.
The bottom has these little 3 dots. If you press on
Oh.
those, it will show you clapping or thumbs up.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It also says raise hands, but I don't know
Oh,
what to do. So it would
Fun.
show. It's going to show you a picture of clap hands or thumbs up,
Cool.
but in words it says raise hands. I don't know what that is. So I'm not.
oh.
But I know what the other ones do.
If they're taking a vote on something, you can raise your hand.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep,
Probably what it's for, huh? Because people do meetings and
Right.
stuff on here.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
yep, yep.
Hmm.
So it's for all the cosigns.
Hey, I forgot to tell you, but I'm doing Zoom meetings with my class too.
Are you?
That is so
I've
cool.
got Zoom on my computer.
That's so cool.
Jojo, give me your numbers now.
My numbers?
Yeah.
I haven't heard them yet. It's been a while since I've heard them.
Okay. German numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right, right?
I have no idea. I don't
You
know
did?
German. No.
Oh, you gotta go.
I know French, but I
Yeah,
don't know
my
German.
mother used to talk to me in German.
Grandma didn't talk to me in German.
Do you know French?
I know my numbers in French.
Okay, what's 1 to 5 in French?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait a second. Wait a
No,
second.
it's a second.
Cuatro,
Yeah.
cinco,
No,
seis.
no. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ah.
I don't remember what 7 is. And then
In, do.
1, 2, 3.
I'm trying to remember it in Irish.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Wow.
know it's in, do. Keher is
Is that 3?
Shay is 6. Keher is 4, but I'm blanking on 3 and 5. Oh, Keeg is 5. CAOG is 5. Keeg. And that's all I remember right now. I used to be able to count to 10. I should review. Oh.
Jojo, in Lakota. Wanji, Numpa, Yamne, Topa, Saptan. Okay?
Ooh.
Remember, we're gonna have to go over some of your Ponca in case they I don't know, we probably ain't gonna get out in time for the conference this year.
That'll give you something to do.
It was like in May, so I think that's gonna be canceled, you know?
I would not.
When y'all think they're gonna open up the country again? Probably June?
Oh, man.
Albie? No.
I was hoping around Mayish.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think
I'm still gonna be
I
washing my hands like crazy though.
Jojo, what are you doing
we're gonna
now?
have little bits and pieces of things open up a little bit at a time.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's that over there on your side that you keep messing with?
Her computer.
Your computer for school?
Mm-hmm.
You doing schoolwork?
Yeah.
Dennis is. You said you're not?
Wait, where's that?
Folks, that's what they give you the computer for. It's for schoolwork, all right?
Move, Albie. No.
What is that, a golden retriever? That's a big dog,
No way.
man. Look like Old Yeller.
Bad dog.
It's a bad dog.
Naughty.
So right now, do you want me to read you a story, Daddy?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Love to hear a story.
Dog that dug for dinosaurs. It's called The Dog That Dug for Dinosaurs. A long time ago, there was a little dog named Trey. He was black and white all over. He had friendly brown eyes and very wiggly and a very wiggly tail. Trey
Wiggly
lived
tail?
in
Wiggly tail? I'm listening. I'm sorry. I was just clarifying. You said she had a wiggly tail, right?
uh-huh.
Right.
Trey lived in England. Trey was a real dog, and this is an honest, true story about him.
Folks, can you read the story with the English accent? Can you read it like Peppa Pig?
No.
No. Okay.
Trey loved two things most in the whole world. First, he loved Mary Anning. She was 12 years old and lived with her family in a small cottage near the beach in Lyme Regis.
Where? Is that the place?
Yeah. Secondly, Trey loved going with Mary to dig for fossils.
Didn't sound like it already.
So what are fossils anyway? They are the remains of animals and plants that died a long time ago. This is weird. It starts out cartoon looking and then it goes to real life looking.
Cool.
Maybe when they told you that it was a for real dog, then they decided it should look real.
They are the remains of animals and plants that died a long time ago. When a leaf or bone gets pressed between layers of sea mud, it leaves an important imprint. I said important. Imprints. After many years, the mud hardens to rock. Trey and Mary knew that they would find the very best fossils high up on the cliffs around the beach. They climbed up there every day. Trey sniffed the rocks, sniff, sniff. He pawed the dirt, scratch, scratch. Mary used a small hammer to chisel. What's that?
Chisel.
Chisel. Tap, tap, tap. With these tools, Mary carefully cut fossils out of the cliffs, just as her father Anne had shown her. Trey watched as she placed the fossils in her basket. Most of them looked like a seashell. Mary and Trey sold them as souvenirs to the tourists that came by stagecoach to swim at the beach near their home. One day, Trey and Mary discovered some very large bones sticking out of the rocks. They were huge. Trey growled and tried to dig the bones out. Mary used her hands to brush away the loose dirt. Trey, we've discovered a monster, she declared. The bones were much too big for Trey and Mary to remove by themselves. I'll go for help, Mary said. You stay here, Trey. Trey barked loudly and sat in front of the bones. He was a very good guard dog. Sometimes I can't believe that this is real. Sometimes I can't believe some stories are real.
It's a real story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a real story.
Okay.
Sometimes I can't believe some stories are real. Mary ran all the way back to town and asked some grown up to help her. Trey and I have found something really special in the cliff, she told them. Just wait and see. When the men saw the giant rib bones in the side of the cliff, they were amazed. What a beast! They cried. Look at those sharp teeth. It is a crocodile, one man asked. Or a stubby whale. We don't know what it is, Mary admitted, but we know it's something special, don't we, Trey? Trey yipped and wagged his tail. A rich man who lived nearby heard about the sea monster. Why would they call it a sea monster? It's a dinosaur.
But some dinosaurs were in the water too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or swam, so like it'd be kind of like a sea monster, right?
Yeah. Like Megalodon.
Right.
Can I show you a picture of it?
Ooh.
So big. I've got multiple stories in here.
Oh, it's like, wow.
That is a big dinosaur.
Mhm.
I don't really even know how it's a dinosaur. It just looks like a dinosaur, but it's just. Unless you close up to the face, I have to go backwards. But why is this thing so heavy?
Oh,
Oh, look at the puppy.
That looks so scary to me. I can hardly read this, but I have to because it's schoolwork.
Why do they highlight the words? Are those the hard to read ones? Are those like new words or something? Words you haven't learned yet?
The ones that I'm having trouble reading are new words.
Those are the yellow ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I already know them, but they just say it's new to the class.
They want you to get used to them. They're words they want you to learn to use.
They're words that I already know, but class might not know.
Right. Genesis. Yeah, when I say words for you, I'm talking about your class. I know that you're a little bit ahead of the class. And we're not talking about that.
mhm.
Yeah, this one right here. Do you know what you got last quarter? What your grades were?
I think I was I thought you were talking about kindergarten.
No, last quarter, folks, in second grade, you got A pluses. Yeah, you're an A plus student.
Mhm.
That means that you did as good as you can do.
Mhm. Can't get no better.
Yeah, pretty good though.
Can I be right back? I have something I really want to show you.
Okay.
Right back.
I did the same thing. I just went and got my phone.
Friendly and I are waiting, aren't we, Friendly?
Come on, friendly, holding down the spot.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
if my phone ever wants to load,
Yeah. Oh, here she is.
I wouldn't want to do all
Um,
it's on his phone. The phone don't work for nothing.
my mom's getting something down for me real quick. So back to the story.
Back to the story then.
Mhm.
He hurried to see it for himself. I'll buy it, he cried. I'll give it to the British Museum in London. Do you know what it is? Mary asked. It is called an Ichthyosaurus. Ichthyosaurus.
Can
You're
spell?
doing really well. Ichthyosaurus.
That's a weird word.
Mhm. I think it's Latin or Greek.
This is
How's
this
it
is Ichthyosaurus, I think. Well, it's spelled ICKTHEUHSOAR.
Oh, that's the pronunciation. I think it's Ichthyosaurus. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's spelled ICHTHYOSAUR.
Yeah.
I've never seen a word like that.
Pretty impressive.
Hey, Genesis. Hold on.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Why does it look like a rainbow?
You can't see it. You said it looked like a rainbow.
Yeah, and when you look at the
Yeah, I can see rainbow.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know why it was discolored. I'm trying to find where you were. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And me driving with my feet.
Yeah, she's driving with her feet.
Oh, that's funny.
But here's my this is my
And she'll win the race like that. She'll race the whole time and just win.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
this is my second quarter. This is my second
Oh,
quarter.
those are grades?
Yeah, my grading.
Okay, why don't you tell grandma because she's a
Yep,
teacher.
show me.
I'll tell you math first if I can find it. Math. I got an A+.
Yeah, Genesis.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you
for
already
R
got
I
me.
have
This
A+.
is the worst subject.
For R I have A+. For computer time, I have A+. For English, I have A. And for handwriting, I have A+. For math, I already told you math, that's A+. Reading, A+. Science, A+. Social studies, A+. Spelling and phonics, A+. Memory, B+.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
impressive.
Did that just come out? That must be this past quarter because I haven't seen that
This
one.
is
I gotta
second
see
quarter.
that.
This is
That's
second quarter. Yeah, second quarter.
So in March, they probably came out,
Yeah.
right?
What did you have?
No, this was this.
Do
Yeah,
they still do 4 quarters in school? I thought there was 4 quarters. So it should be like
yeah, there's 4 quarters. but This is
December.
my second quarter.
yeah. There should be one that comes out like in September, one that comes out in December, one that comes out in March.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
Math, but yeah, it came out that day, but it wasn't delivered to me that day because
Right.
it got sent somewhere else on
In the
accident.
mail.
Mhm.
Oh.
For music, I have
It's got an eye for it. Attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the day it came out, but that's not when I really took possession of it. Yeah.
okay. First of all, let me explain the key. So A's are my highest. So A's are my highest, and A pluses. A pluses mean I got 100 and over. For the ones I'm going to tell you right now is S's mean strength, E's mean as expected, N's mean needs more work, and I have no at all needs more work.
Good job.
I have
Her face.
I have a strength. For PE I have E+. For 10 to it says attentive. I can't read that word.
Attentiveness.
Mm-hmm.
How will you pay
Pay
attention
attention.
to your teacher?
That's really good. And then
You still sit with Braxton?
Huh?
You still sit with Braxton?
I don't sit with anybody anymore. I'm just sitting at this little table all alone. I've got no classmates.
Classy.
But that also means I have free space. Yeah, that's me.
Then can't come out the housey.
So when do you guys Zoom with your class?
Huh?
When do you see your class?
Zoom with your class?
What do you mean?
Didn't you say you had Zoom meetings with your class?
I haven't got my next Zoom meeting on.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been told my next Zoom meeting because I didn't know we were having Zoom meetings, so I didn't get the first one.
Wow.
But now I'm all signed up for Zoom meetings.
Okay. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Friendly's a
Thank you,
good dog.
friendly. Thank you for your kisses.
Yeah, Friendly's a good dog. You said in the morning is when you do the Zoom class?
She doesn't know yet.
No, I said I don't know when my next Zoom class, my Zoom thing is.
You know, I talked to your principal about that, JoJo.
About what?
About your, well, not about your classes, but about your, you remember last year when you were coming back and you got your ribbon and you were coming back and I said, take a picture. And you said, I don't want, and I said, well, Braxton's taking a picture, you know, and you said, well, Braxton got first place. You remember that? And you had like a ribbon that was like down the line or something, like 5th or 6th or something. And so I told Mr. Rathke about that. I told him, I said, hey, you know, that's probably not good for the kids, you know, to give out a ribbon for everybody, because my daughter could understand that even though you gave me a ribbon, I still got last place. And so I told him, and he said he's going to change that so that it doesn't happen, so that the kids don't feel like that. So it's, I know I changed the subject, but I was just pointing out that it's good when you speak up about stuff like that, that you got something accomplished there. You understand? That the principal and the people at the school hadn't thought about it like that. So when you brought that up, you know, people look at things sometimes from a different perspective. Well, I was just saying that they changed your track and field. So
And they really changed it this year because you're going to do
you won't
that
have a
from
track
home.
and field, right? Imaginary track and field.
Remember last time I told you that I was making you a book? One of the pages in my book for you was, even though I'm gone, I hope you still have the heart to travel.
JoJo, you know what?
We got like 3 minutes left, guys.
You know
It's 3
how
minutes.
you know how I write a book for your brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I should apologize to you that last year, I don't feel like I was giving you enough attention, or maybe I didn't make enough time for you. And you know, I was kind of upset and everything because I want to talk to Elijah. So since you left, I started writing you a book too, okay? And I just want you to understand that I'm sorry, you know, and I'm not.
You don't need to be sad.
Okay.
You
I
you
just want you to
spent
know.
so much time. You spent so much time with me you spent so much time with me that you probably spend more time with your child than other people do. You probably spend the most time with your child than other people do.
I appreciate that. But I just want you to know that as a parent, I'm recognizing that it's my responsibility to always let you know I'm here for you, okay? And you'll never have to feel like you have to do anything alone. And I don't ever want you to feel like I'm ever gonna make that mistake again, okay? You always gonna have my attention, you always gonna have my focus, all right?
Oh.
Sorry about that. And as far as keeping positive, you remember we went one time to a community center and you heard some videos that some older people had recorded at a nursing home. And there was a grandma, there was a Unchi who was telling you about your 4 medicines. You remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember telling me what's your medicine that starts with L?
It's been a while. What happened? What happened, Mom?
You're standing on the wall instead of.
You have
What happened?
your phone has a portrait lock where you can lock the screen from changing. Otherwise, the screen is going to change if you tilt it. Genesis, your screen is like changing itself. I guess it's changing its own position. Check the calibration, folks. Pick up your screen and see.
That's all right. You don't have much time anyway. So
Okay.
Okay. Here, JoJo.
So
are you,
our
Oh,
next call is Sunday at 3:00.
okay, we're not doing every day, or
Not right now.
Genesis, are you there?
Genesis, you're frozen.
Oh dear.
Stuck.
Genesis.
Whoops.
Oh, I heard something.
Did she hang up?
I don't know.
Yep, she's not on there anymore.
Oh no. Hmm.
Let me see. I don't think it'll no, I can't add it. But if you go to participants,
Yeah.
see if you click participants, if it'll let you re-add her.
Okay. Let me see.
I don't know.
No, it just says me, you, and Jacqueline Thomas.
Right. So
Yes, she-
it doesn't give you the option to invite at the bottom.
Yeah, here, let me see. Participants, invite. I'm gonna send a message.
My tendon down in here is.
See, do we have
Yeah.
contacts?
You baby.
Okay.
You baby.
Oh Lord. Okay. Goodness gracious.
I know. I'm gonna message her right now and let her know we're trying to get her added back on.
Okay, and it's gonna be like the same. I would think it's the same password and everything.
Yes.
Okay. Here, I'll text her that too.
Okay.
It's just you and me.
And friendly.
Okay. 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 All right. Oh, okay. Bob must be making a phone call. So how do you feel when Genesis says that you don't have to be sorry?
I mean, it just shows that she remembers the totality of our relationship. You know what I mean? That if there was some months where I lost my focus and I'm paying more attention to what's going on in my situation with Elijah and everything like that, that probably not that she didn't notice it, but that she overlooked it already, that she already looked at it and said, oh yeah, that's not how my dad is though. So I mean,
Yeah, it's like okay, he's doing something else and that's okay. She yeah.
I think it's bothering you more than it is her.
You know, I was just thinking that about how to say
You know,
that. Yeah.
you're feeling guilty for it, and she has acknowledged it and moved on from it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you felt like you had to have a conversation with her so that you don't feel as guilty about it, to make sure that she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just need to like clear it up since she's only 8, you know what I mean? Just so that she understands that even if I ever got preoccupied with something that caused me for a momentary point of time to realize, for a momentary time to decide like that, like if I was preoccupied with something that took my focus and momentarily preempted everything else I have going on in my life, so then I needed to just reach out and let her know, recognize that behavior and say, hey man, I recognize that you wasn't really my focus at all times and stuff. And I'm not usually like that. So I wanted to go ahead and speak up and let her know.
I think she's excited that you may be making a book for her.
Yeah. And that's what I was like I said, but you notice how I said, you know, how I was writing a book for your brother. Yeah, I know. But see, I never like carried it around with me and everything, but she's heard me tell people on the phone, write a book for Elijah. You know what I mean? Since they don't let me do him, I figure I can write to him every day. Someday I'll have an opportunity to give it to him and say, look, bro, I've always been there. I've always been doing this. I've always been, and this is where it starts at. You know what I mean? This is like the first year I met him. So the first year that I met him, I started keeping notes. hey, I talked to you today. I walked you to lunch, you know. And
Mhm.
but you're right,
Did
though.
you get a hold of her?
It probably helped me a little bit just
Yeah, I
to
just texted.
off.
I said same. I said same password and same meeting number. Let me see. Yeah, they haven't signed in yet. Let's see. Were you texting her too?
Yeah, I don't talk to them.
No,
I
texted Vaughn. Sorry.
I did text her and told her that we were trying to get it figured out.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You little tail going. This is your tail going. He's a happy doggy. What's up? What's up? Genesis, man, she has so much gumballs over here, you know. Because she loves them.
She does.
Okay.
Does it still have?
Yes, it has the comments.
Mm.
I said she's gonna love that.
I would say I used some one for bubble gum just so I have the comics.
Okay. So, yep. Yeah, I just texted. I don't know. Oh man. Okay. Wait till Fawn gets back on. We'll see what's going on. Oh shoot. Okay. There she is. Okay. Hi. So Fawn, what should we do?
I don't know. I personally, I think that we need to try something different next time.
Yeah, me too. I mean, only 40 minutes a meeting. I mean, people get an hour per sessions.
Yeah. Well, and they're expecting the visits to be longer than 40 minutes anyway.
Exactly. So what, are we supposed to do this over and over throughout?
Right. And you're cutting time into the visit.
Exactly. So
have you ever used Duo, Scott? Duo is kind of like Skype. Skype minimizes, you can only use 2 people on Skype. On Duo, you can use up to 7.
Okay.
And it's an app that you download. I'm wondering if maybe, are you available tomorrow? Just you, Scott, for me to make like a practice call to you and check and see, you know, that we have it all going before we try and do Sunday's visit.
Yeah, we could try that.
And just do it like on your phone or something.
Like for the Zoom. For the Zoom, like I would have to download an app, and my phone can't download apps.
Okay.
So like I was using a laptop right now, and it's
right.
Can you use Duo on a laptop?
That I don't know.
I'll figure something out. And then so tomorrow, try and figure out something I can install a Duo on. And then what time are you thinking to try that?
I can be flexible. I just want to make sure that when we're ready to start Sunday's visit, that we're not doing this through your whole visit.
Oh, well,
like this isn't fair to you. This isn't fair to Genesis. So tomorrow it was just going to be a practice call to make sure that we could get connected. We knew what we were doing.
But since
before
I'm
we
back,
started Sundays.
well, I could just do it now. Then whenever we get off the phone, I'll just mess with the computer and this and that. And try and
Okay,
record it.
Who's leaving?
Well,
that's fine. I'm
let
fine
me
with that.
on Sunday you be back here. Right?
I have meetings, Zoom meetings that I have to conduct on Monday and Tuesday, so I'll probably stay on.
On Sunday.
Okay.
Then I'll come back Sunday.
Fawn, I think I gotta sign off.
Okay.
But I will.
And that's going to sign us all off because you're the host. So
Oh,
Scott,
okay.
you let me know what you want to do if you want to try it tonight. Okay, just reach out to me.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry about all this.
Yeah, this is nonsense.
It's all right. She, like I said, like she knows her four medicines, and when she thinks about it more, she'll remember what we were talking about, and that's basically like the way that we say goodbye. We don't say goodbye. You know what I mean? We don't even have a word for it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, you get in touch with me tonight or tomorrow, and we'll figure something out to do Sunday.
All right.
Okay.
It's good. Appreciate
Okay.
it. All right.
All
Y'all
right.
have a good day.
You
Okay.
too.
All right. Take care.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
It was nice to meet you, Miss Thomas.
Oh, thank you.
All right. All right. So I will see you guys next week on Wednesday.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
And oh.
Now I'm the host.
I was just saying, I don't know how that happened.
That's kind of cool.
End it for all. I don't want it.